Good morning, Rebels. Um, I cannot find the file with our Rebel song, and I haven't made a new one yet. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to play the beginning of an old YouTube with our song on it so we can at least dance to the Rebel song we love so much one more time. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but that is my DIY way to have a Rebel song. So, 1 second. Excuse me. Yes, I'm still sick. That's okay, right? Here we go. We're gonna go share my screen. We're gonna share this screen right here. I am gonna. Uh-oh. That doesn't work. That doesn't have our song on it. Golly gee. Of course. Too many scenes or sound sources selected. I don't know what that means. Guys, can you hear me? 1 second, let me check. Can y'all hear me? It is pretty echoey. 1 second, let me work on my gain. Nope, that's way hot. Hello, is this better? Is this less echoey? All right. Okay, who cares about the song? You're right. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this silly cow so you can see another cow. Hello. Hello. Do I still have a really hot mic? Here we go. Is that what y'all want? Okay, but loud. Okay. Is this a little better? Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. How's that, guys? Is that a lot better? Eh? Yes, I'm here. Hello, guys, and thank you for coming. I know. I'm gonna just say hello, Les and Inky. Hello, Simon. I'm gonna help you with that. Nicole Elliott, hello. Corey Music, hello. Lost Kill Feed, Gidgy Zilla, Scatty Monkey, Peril Words End, O, CJ, A Styles, Meat Truck Mike, Bog Dweller, DJT, Cassie Benson, John Pond, Sean Stewart, Aaron Lee. Oh, that's not Aaron Lee, that's Aaron. Passion, Antibody, Amazingly Drunk Maisie. Hey, I like the new addition to your name. Anna May, um, The Secret Revival, Sour Power. Excuse me, kitty. I maybe do identify as a robot. I just had the gain way up and the volume way up. It must have been from me moving the mic and like I don't know. I'm gonna take a great big swig of this cold and flu. And guys, let me know. I see a lot of people who are saying, is Gigi really gone? I have double audio sources. I have audio input capture and I have audio output capture, and that's it. Hello, I think I see Zeta.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, love? You sound horrible.
I know. Yeah, it was really good timing. I have like a cold.
Aw, that's fucked up. So I said I would be here. I fucking just woke up, so don't expect a lot from your girl. I'm one of those people who I call it my hour of defrosting. I need at least an hour to put a fucking sentence together without, fucking it up. I'm a coffee all day kind of girly from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So I haven't defrosted yet with my coffee. So
that's
I don't
okay.
know how.
I can't do coffee. It just makes me have to use the bathroom. Good morning, Sidel, and thank you so much for your Rebel Gift membership, guys. Zeta is nice enough to stop by here, and I really appreciate it because it's early in the morning. Echo like crazy. Man, let's see. Oh, shit.
It's even earlier for me, man. I'm on the West Coast, the best coast.
The West Coast, the
It's
best coast. I love being in Texas, but I understand everybody gets to love where they are. Okay,
right.
let's. Do you know the story of why Gidgy's not here? Because I have a few people asking, and so I should probably go through it.
Well, honestly, everybody's here for your perspective. Come on, you're going to have the insider knowledge. So,
Well, okay, so let's, guys. I think everybody started at the beginning of before Fat Camp came, and they remember when Gidgy almost quit and didn't go to Fat Camp, right? And then she was already really upset. Kelly, I keep trying to mess with it. I'm not really sure why it's sounding weird.
I'm going to mute and check on my end. You sound okay. There's like a slight little loudness. It's like a reverb. It's not even really an echo. Go ahead and keep talking. I'll check.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, my husband says I still sound like a robot. I keep pulling down the gain. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, hello now. Does this sound better? My camera flipped the other way. No, it doesn't sound any better. That's wonderful.
Okay, it sounds good. If you just talk maybe a little bit away from your mic, you'll be
maybe I'm
perfect
too close
and
to
fine.
it. I'm too close
Yeah.
to it. Does it
Yeah.
sound better? Okay. Okay. Woo! We will get through. We will persevere. I haven't run OBS for a long time on the thing, so I was more worried about the key connecting because I kept having key connection issues this past week. It is a separate audio source.
It's fine. Don't let them troll you. You're getting one guide.
Okay, sorry. I hate for people to have to listen to like really difficult audio. Anyways, okay, so Gigi wanted to quit sometime before let's see, before Fat Camp happened, and then Fat Camp happened, and she ended up having a really good time. But the thing is she loves her son, and she wants to, be able to stream with him. And, she broke her computer. She had a flood while she was at Fat Camp. She came back to her apartment and, had a flood. And I think it did pretty bad damage to her computer. And so over the week, she kept having more and more difficulties with it, right? Until it just didn't work. And so she had to go to her son's house to stream, and they were there for Easter too. And so, like, in the end, whatever, it's me, exile. I'm not really sure. I have an audio input capture and an audio output capture, and that's it. So, I'll have to figure out how to fix it. Good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
So what it sounds like is I think your mic might be coming through twice in your OBS. So it's creating a tin sound. Is your TTS piped through your mic?
I don't even have I didn't even bother with TTS today.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I was like, I think I should probably get through one stream and make sure that all of it works first before adding something on top of it. Since it's been a while.
It's not bad though, right? Because it sounds fine on my phone.
It sounds okay. I probably to us, but yeah, through the stream, I think your mic is doubled on OBS. I think that's why. So I don't
see.
Show your screen and then talk. Hold on, pop it out so we can see. Oh yeah, see how you have two green things that are moving?
So
yeah,
you have
on one of them, press mute.
Audio output and audio input. What do I get rid of?
So you have audio input and a mic. You need to. I think you need to. Let's see, because you have an audio input and a mic. I think that's what's happening.
Okay, so
So mute either your audio input on the audio mixer. So try muting your audio input capture.
Okay.
Click on it to the right, up and to the right.
Click on it to the right.
Yeah, there's a little
Mute.
speaker, and you just
Yeah.
press it on the right side of where it goes to the red,
There you
from
go.
green to
How's
red.
that sound? Is that better? Is that better?
It sounds the same to me, but let chat answer because they hear it different.
Okay, it's fixed.
Okay, they're saying yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Woo, all right.
Woo, okay, perfect. Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Amac.
All right, bye.
And Sour Power. He's like, I'll save ya.
Okay. Excuse me. All
No
right.
worries.
So the long story short is because she was over there for Easter, and now turn it up and we were good. Okay, Kelly, I trust you. Is that she wanted to stream with her son. Honestly, and she didn't like getting in trouble for being at her son's house to use the equipment. She didn't like being in trouble because, her son appeared on her stream and she appeared on his stream. And so, you know what? Like, if that's what's going to make her happy, like, do it. Y'all know I have spent this entire time trying to help and support Gidgy in becoming her authentic self and changing from being like a glazing, whatever. And so if that means that she wants to go somewhere else, then that's fine. I mean, I can't blame her. I can imagine in her place that, like, if my children were grown and that's what they were doing, that I would want to do it with my children too. And like, nobody's going to tell me, oh no, you can't be with your children. So yes, Wanda, Gidgy did quit. So I mean, I can't really fault her. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm not trying to stir shit, but like, how much is anybody really saying you can't be with your kid? They're saying don't stream with your kid for 2 hours.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I mean, I'm not necessarily like the part of being like, it's just she got in trouble, right? Because, and so, she doesn't like all that pressure. Every time she gets that pressure on her, she always explodes. She always does. And, I just know that if my kids were doing it, I would probably want to go do streaming with my kids too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love my kids.
Isn't this kind of her falling into the whole codependency thing with him again, though? Like, wasn't part of her growth and her process to kind of be a big girl, stand on her own 2 feet, work on herself,
Well, I mean, yeah, part of growth is obviously because she no longer needs him to help her. Separating their lives, but I think that she has plans to go like travel and to do stuff.
That's good because she can get up now. Like, I know when she very first joined the network, she couldn't move a lot. So, I mean, that's good. That's exciting.
A long time ago, she said, she had left like the first time she had left me. And I said, of all the things, I wish that she would just go travel across America and like just like stream, like going on dates and stuff like that across America. Because that would be really fun to watch from Gigi. Right.
Right.
And I don't think that's exactly what she's going to do, but she is definitely thinking of traveling and stuff like that. So, be that as it may, it seems like something really simple to keep yourself out of your kid's stream and your kid out of your stream, even if you're in the same house. Maybe it led her to do something. And you know what? She's not going to have the come back and quit and all of that. I remember that, Cat Lady, when you mentioned it. Cool idea. See, Wanda? So, and Keem said she was leaving on good terms, Echoes. That's right. But here's the real issue. Oh, JB Shuggy, I'm super disappointed. Gigi turned a choice into a completely unnecessary ultimatum. We paid hundreds of members to keep her on Queens. At my job, we keep kids out of our meetings, too. I'm very sad. I understand that position, JB. I think y'all raised over 800 members to keep Gidgy on Queens. And
yeah,
I feel like, she could have really honored that. But at the same time, like, I also feel like she's got to be authentic to herself. And I think one thing that was shown to her a lot is by me, like, standing up to Tina after having been quietly accepting her constantly talking about me all the
Oh, I need
time.
a TLDR of that too when we're done with this.
Oh,
Don't let
Lord.
me
Okay.
forget.
Excuse me, is that Tina kept trying to gaslight Gidgy and include her and rope her back in, right? And the thing is she didn't belong in any of that. It was wrong. That was the whole reason I kept avoiding treating Tina
Mm-hmm.
like she deserved to be treated, is because I knew she was malignant and would treat Gidgy a certain way. And, you know, here it is. I finally get to the point where I will not take any more of my name being in somebody's mouth who constantly lies about me. And guess what she did? Exactly what I thought she would do. She
Mm-hmm.
absolutely pressured Gidgy and trashed Gidgy and made sure that the people who are like queens, like diehards, would believe that it was Gidgy's fault that I was responding to Tina's words.
Yeah. I
But you
mean, that's Tina. And it's also like anything for entertainment, you know?
yeah.
So,
I mean, I do have to say, like, Tina keeps it real for she doesn't have she doesn't like put on a character, right?
uh,
Tina is Tina. Because, I mean, you know, like, while I will criticize people, I will also compliment people. I believe there's a truth. I believe people are gray. They're not black and white, right? And, you know, Tina will never um, be a character, but at the same time, she also won't be accountable.
right? That's what makes her a cow. And she's a sandwich eater, you know? It's either her and Albert and everybody who was first in line at the government pantry is going to eat first, right? And that's just the way it works in this universe. That's the way it's always been in this universe. You know, that's why when Albert was pushed down a gate and I could no longer credit myself for climbing it, I was like, well, there's that. And then they shit on like a goal that I wanted to do. I mean, partially it's my fault because I didn't tell them, because you can see from the universe, whenever I do stunts or whatever, it catches on and people are like, oh, let me fucking do that. I could do it better or whatever. So I had, Pesci was supposed to be a grown ass man and get the back end info from Keem, and I was traveling and he had 3 days to fucking do it and he didn't do it. And I didn't take my whole setup. Hence what caused fucking all my echoes and all that other shit. I had to buy headphones and they were fucking wireless and I didn't know any better. So anyways, that shit's fucking, I don't know. It's nuts. I was hoping that she would come back because you know how Keem is. Like, you get your 24-hour cool off period and then you come the fuck back. But I don't know. You know she's listening right now. So do you have anything like to
Well,
say from the heart off
for
jump or?
Gidgy, I mean, I already sent her, like, I sent her, like, my message, and that's, you know, if this is what you authentically want, then, like, authentically do it. Like, just follow your heart, you know? Um, I, the thing I hate is that there's been a couple times that she's left, and I was like, you know, she's absolutely not coming back because, you know, she was like very in our private messages, she was very, I'm not coming back, right?
Mhm.
And I've every time she does it, I'm like, she's not coming back. She's like so serious right now. And then of course, like a couple days later, she like comes back, and I'm like, okay, well, you know,
Right?
make a
We
fool
all
out of
go through
me.
it.
But
It's rough.
you know, if this time this is what she truly really wants, then my lord, you know, let's do it. Meet Truck Mike. I called into work sick today because I miss Gidgy. Oh,
Aw.
I'm so sorry. I miss Gidgy too. I mean, I would have had my song. I wouldn't have been messing around with audio.
Oh, for
But
real.
that's okay. We will move on. I know that I have today, of course, I was just going to generally talk about like the whole situation. And then I wanted to kind of do a rundown of all the hosts. Now, Keem has offered me like a helping leaf, and he asked about like what host would I like to be with, and it's really hard for me to think about. So I thought maybe we would talk about hosts, and I kind of left today pretty open, but I have plans for the rest of the week too, to do pretty good coverage. I'm gonna actually do some clips. I know, I'm the anti-clip person, but I suppose I will do some clips.
Yeah, you gotta
And
have something to respond to when you're by yourself. It's really hard to
yeah,
keep everybody engaged and to stay on topic, and if you don't have something to actually talk about,
yeah, yeah. um, but for today, like, okay, Gidgy look. We the people. Gidgy actually looked happy and seemed like the funny Gidgy that she hasn't been. See, I just want her to go be happy,
right?
right? Like I've never, anytime we've had people leave, we had like Roxy leave, or like any of the times that Gidgy left, like I'm not a tear them down person, which is so anti-drama network, right? That's like the opposite thing I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to tear down the person who leaves the show, but I just can't do that because that's not who I am. And I don't want to be a character, guys. I want to have fun. I want to be silly, sure, but that's because I'm a goofball, not because I'm a tear down other people person, right?
Right. That's really good and commendable and admirable, honestly. But I mean, come on. Are we into theories? Let's at least discuss all the theories. We don't have to be dramatic, but there's one theory specifically that I kind of agree with. So I kind of want to talk about that whenever you're
What
ready.
theory?
Okay. So I don't know if y'all remember or not, but Gidgy was talking about moving the week before Fat Camp,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she mentioned at Fat Camp that she brought and bought all new clothes for Fat Camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then directly after Fat Camp, she just pops up at Scooters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a working theory, and I kind of believe it, that she just decided to move back in with Scooter, and now her bills are fine. Because remember, she justified and cried about staying on Keem and keeping Rebel Keem, Queens, and keeping Rebel to Keem because she had higher bills because now she was supporting herself and Scooter was gone. So the working theory is that they're living together again already, which is, can we count down the months and come up with a timeline? And
Well, here's the thing. She's kind of a hoarder. I don't know if everybody's aware of that and they've seen her apartment. She's literally kind of a hoarder, and I think we've all seen the one bedroom that Scooter lives in because he films from there. He already has stuff in there. I don't think it's big enough for her hoard.
oh, well, maybe she moved it into storage. Maybe that's what they're doing like for the next freaking 2 weeks.
Well, Foster says Scooter lives in a studio apartment, not even a one bedroom. So it's a studio apartment.
Well, they are close.
I don't see that being able to be big enough for both of them and the animals and the stuffs. But it's a neat theory.
You're like, but you're not even gonna get me a little bit on that shit, Zena.
I just don't think it could happen. But and she's talking about traveling. She wants to go to places and do streaming from like different places.
Yeah,
Which is
basically
something she's
what I
actually
do on my
talked
private
about.
channel.
It's something she's talked about forever. So I think that I don't know.
She's always complimenting me on my content, and that's pretty much what my content is.
Yeah. Yeah. She loves that idea. Hollum Wells 2142. Wow, cat piss turns on people quickly. Did I turn on somebody? Are we watching the same show?
They're working you, bitch. They're working you.
Are we watching the same show?
Right? For real. You're like, is this motherfucking thing on?
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit crazy and I turn on someone. I guess I don't know. Please
Hi, guys in
excuse my
chat. Thank
sick
you for all
lady
the love.
voice. Please excuse my sick lady voice. Okay. So there's that. Does anybody else have any interesting theories? No? Yes?
That's the only one that I thought was believable. The rest,
Yeah.
people are going to go wild and speculate. And
Aaron, good morning. Morning, bestie. You know my heart is hurt by all this, but I will be here for you. You got this. If you need anything, you know where I am. She seems happy, and I love that for her, but we'll miss her around here for sure. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, girl. Hey. It's the truth. We'll miss her, but you know what? We're rebels, We're not going to let this channel fall apart. She always felt like this was a really important channel to her. She always felt like it was something that she had to do no matter how many times she was told by a certain somebody that it was wrong to have this. Melanie says Cat Piss needs to stay off Queens. Nobody cares about your opinions. Queens is created for Tina. She's a shit talker. The LCU knows that, but you apparently can't get over yourself. I don't know if you're aware, Melanie, but my actual job is when people have my name in their mouth, I'm supposed to jump on their channel and I'm supposed to confront them. So clock it, click it, go on, lick it.
damn,
but this was her baby.
Her tagline just like that. You're gonna take Tina's tagline just like that. Boom. I saw what you did there, girl. I have to say, you got more balls than most. More balls than most. It takes a lot to fucking stand in the line of fire. So you're asking somebody who does it all the fucking time. So I'm just not as eloquent nice about it.
So let me ask you, if we start talking through a host, who is your favorite host?
Billy, no doubt.
Billy?
He's the most talented. He's funny. Like, he can just bullshit. He can literally sit at his mic and entertain people for 2 fucking hours just talking about nothing.
Yeah.
That's talent.
Yeah, he really. So what did you think about the whole, at Fat Camp, I don't even know what to call that situation, like the stranglehold or whatever you want to call it.
That was fucking people hating on Billy because they want to fucking hate on Billy. I watched the clip. I took the time out of the day to watch the clip. And you could see that she's already standing up there. He grabs her shirt slowly and pulls it down, like, get down. And he's almost helping her down. And then he puts his hand right here. That's not choking anybody at all, point blank, period. It was below her collarbone, on her rib cage. Like, and then he's just like trying to get her attention and tell her straight up, like, don't fuck with me. Maybe he said, I'll fuck you up, but that's not domestic violence in my eyes. And I'm not a victim of DV, but I'm a survivor of DV. Like, there's 2 different types of people, you go on triggered for the rest of your life if you've been through that, or you work through it and you move on. Yeah, there's an empathy to victims, but you can't be triggered about little things like that fucking happen. That's a personal accountability, like, you thing, So yeah, I just think it was people making something out of nothing.
Well, I mean, it's hard because I wasn't there. I only have one perspective to watch it in. But, it looks pretty awful. I'm not going to say it's DV because I've never heard of DV applying to, like, people at a work group thing.
Right. Domestic violence, you have to live with the person. Yeah, it could be somebody you're not in a relationship with. It could be your child. It could be like your
it generally has to do
friend.
with somebody that you have, like, a relationship with.
A domestic living situation.
And so I really think that that's not, like, an appropriate label for it. And I mean, I don't know if it was a full-on assault either, but I know that I, as a person who has been in fights and, stuff like that, it looked like she was being pulled down and choked. Nobody's really asked my opinion. It looked really damn bad. And, Geez, but Billy has also been on like what I would call a villain arc for a while, and I know that he's entertaining, and I
I
hate.
think Billy is himself. He doesn't really try to play him up. Like, yeah, when he's live, he tries to, have fun and be in a good mood. But he's constantly been shit on ever since Tommy came back, pretty much. And before Tommy came back, the people who were living the LCU life was Xylee and Billy, a Voldemort or two that cannot be named, would drop their whole life to make sure a stream was covered that wasn't even their shit,
Yeah.
or to shut down shit or whatever. So, and I think he just got fed the fuck up. But it's his personality to not take shit. And the fact that he was taking shit and being disrespected for so long, I'm glad that he's embracing fucking who he is and telling everybody to go fuck themselves. He doesn't have to be here. He's here to be out of loyalty and love for Keem. TBH. That's the only thing that kept him here through all the fucking bullshit. He can easily start his own shit. He can go anywhere else. He knows a lot of people. He's done a lot of podcasts. There's a lot of fucking shit he could do. So I think he's been barely hanging on for a while. And I think he's kind of soul searching to figure out, like, if he really wants to stay here. Is it really worth it?
I just know, to me, it looked enough like assault, whether it was or wasn't. Like, because of course I wasn't there. I can only go by the clip. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. How we doing?
Oh, 7:32 or 8:32 in the morning. Awkwardly, like forging ahead after Gidgy left. Zeta was kind enough to wake up early as hell and come here.
I'm only half alive. It's 5:30 a.m. Mom motherfucking time. What is this bullshit?
Naturally, I fucked up on audio for a while.
I heard I was gonna come in and say something, but AMAC came in and helped it out.
Saved me.
So, apparently you need to turn me down a little bit. Apparently I'm too loud.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I was just talking about this on Cafe about Gidgerd, and I'm convinced that even though it seems like she wants to quit, I'm convinced that she doesn't. I think it's just typical fucking Gidgy bullshit where she gets in trouble. I went out of my contract. I'm gonna pick Scooter. I'm gonna pick my son over money. Like, I think it's just typical. She's a crazy person.
Well, like I said, every single time she quits, I'm like, guys, she quit. She's so serious about it. Like, I just believe it. And then 2 days later, she comes back, I mean, here I am. Like, I'm a testament to the cycle, so I can't say it doesn't exist.
Yesterday she was like, how do I leave on good terms? And I was very nice to her. I go, you know what? Let's not have any problems for a week, And then if we have no problems for a week, I'll just rip up the contract and we'll part ways. We'll be nice about it, right? About an hour later, she was on Scooter's stream saying, I pick you over money. Okay. Well, that's 2 months now. You can't stream for 2 months now.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. What? Either she's being manipulated by her kid, Once you're out of the LCU, a lot of people fucking get even snakier and they're like, you don't need this. Let's do a podcast together. Let's do this. Let's do that. So, she's getting torn in two directions. And you really have to be built for this shit.
You know what Buff did? Buff was DMing a bunch of our hosts being like, you can make more money streaming for yourself than all the big shows, more money than what we make on Buzz. Bro, do you not understand? We have access to your playboard and you're like, you can see your social blade and your analytics. Like, do you understand that this is not some secret? When you do that, rah, I made X amount of dollars. Like, bro, I'm sorry. Savage was not on the up and up about that because all she did is talk about LCU stuff. Roxy straight up lied about how much she was making. That was ridiculous. I made $10,000. I'm like, no, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Right? I don't want to hear this dumb shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. People are wildly exaggerating. But yeah, a lot of those hoes hit me up too in the DMs to do side shows. And I was like, nah, I'm good. If I'm going to work for free, it's going to be on my own channel. I need to get that shit monetized.
So ridiculous. Not a single one of these motherfuckers is just doing their own thing. They're doing a let me react to the LCU today.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that is definitely not something that I desire. If I'm going to react to the LCU, I'm going to do it to where I can confront people to their face because I fucking love fighting.
I do too, bitch. That's why everybody screams fucking for my attention in the Discord. But I have like tremors on my hands and I fucking end up making myself look like an illiterate asshole. So I prefer to come online. Not only that, my sarcasm and my like satire, people never fucking get my personality in Discord. They just think it's like mean and negative, everything I'm fucking trying to say. And I'm like, dude, that was funny. Whatever.
Jay Shubby or Shuggy said, "Can Gidgy come back to Queens, or is that bridge already gone? We do miss her. Right now, it's like she's going this way. What more can I do to get in? Oh, Keem said not to show up on this stream. I'm going to show up on it even more. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not really like, oh, Keem's being harsh. It's like Gidgy is like going out of her way to say fuck you to whatever I say and the LCU. So it's like, you know, that's a question for her. She would have to change her behavior very fast.
Do you think that it's because the most people that have been like fuck Keem have done better outside the network than people who've just been like, okay, I left and I started my own shit? Who's ever left and started their own shit?
Ken, and he did very well.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was
And
emotional.
And he left on good terms. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it is a big loss. She was a big character here. She's really good at what she does. I can't even front or stunt or lie, you know? She's dramatic. I love her facial expressions. She's really grown as a creator while she's been here. But dude, that's gotta fucking hurt to get stuck in the back so many fucking times after you create and cultivate these personalities. And then they're like, you know, I have an audience. I have a plan now. Fuck off. That's pretty fucked up.
Dude, it's just a constant talking out of two sides of your mouth. Oh, we love Keem. I'll always be grateful. Oh, he help you. Like, dude, her son did the same bullshit. Oh, fuck them. Da da da. You know, it's like, it's just like,
Glazers.
dude, these people are just like phonies. Like, come on, just be real.
For real. They're Glazers, man. They're Glazers. I think that's why you and I have always had misunderstandings and didn't get off on the right foot a lot of times because I just can't glaze. It's not in me. Like, I don't get starstruck and I'm not a glazer. Like, I'm a nice person if you treat me nicely, but I could also be a bitch. I will gladly give what I get.
You're delusional.
Why? Because I'm fat and confident?
You're fucking delusional. You're like, I'm the greatest host the LCU has ever seen.
I don't think I'm the greatest, but you never give me the props I deserve, man. But we're going to drop it.
But you did do the whole, like, I took money out of the 401k, I'm going to sue you bit. And, like, I'm not going to lie to you. It was some beautiful locale shit to fucking watch how you got your host role.
Honestly, okay, I have severe ADHD, and I will always say the wrong word. And I'm really bad with names. And I meant to say a fucking agreement because he doesn't know. I haven't sat down with him and been like, motherfucker, when you hired me here, I did this to like improve my setup. When you hired me here, I did this. Because I'm not living off the fucking government trying to make a fucking side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the money to be doing this shit. Fuck, everybody's broke in this economy, you know? But that was more of me just fucking wiling out and telling Billy and Zay I was done and that I didn't want to be drawn back in this place. But look, I'm fucking here still, dude. I just can't
Nobody
quit
leaves
the
the LCU forever. Nobody leaves
I'm like
forever.
broke back.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a beautiful move. I thought it was like a gorgeously dramatic and like so very local. I thought that was like the perfect way to get your holster. Like, see how much of a cow I can be. You can milk the hell out of me, bro. Come on.
Hell
Why am
yeah,
I
I'm
not on the show?
content. Like Keem said, I don't know why y'all are mean to Zeta. She's fucking content. I am, especially in real life, because I'm not bored here sitting in a fucking setup. I'm a real high energy, peppy, like fun person to be around. So that doesn't always translate, but it is what it is. I got
Yeah.
shit going on too, you know.
I just want to say, I'm obviously not trying to break up a relationship between a mother and son. But yeah, I'm just not doing like the reason why the Voldemort stuff even exists is because everyone that leaves are like creatively bankrupt and they don't know how to make their own content. I think the only one that's even somewhat did good at that is Rostov because he's got the whole best friend simulator. Like, oh, Jenny, oh, I love her so much. And I seen the new dog that you got. Yep, I seen that. He's got about 30 people that watch him and he knows their middle names and shit. And it's like, oh, guys, today it's Simon Says' birthday. Everybody, Dobby's in the chat for Simon Says. I mean, that's not an entertainer. That's best friend simulator. Like, you're not doing a show. You're just pandering to fucking people that, have a real job and that are giving you money every day. That's all you're doing.
Pesci says Kim Zeta blamed me for her sucking again. Tell her the truth. Pesci, come up here and you tell her, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. I love you. I like Zeta. I like Keem. I mean, this is a whole light board, but come on, set some fires.
So just to wrap up my point after this dono.
Kelly says the vaping and that ridiculous hat already makes you annoying. Then you can't spit out a complete sentence. Cows don't realize they're cows.
Just to wrap up my point on why we do the Voldemort thing, it's because, after people leave here, they can't think of anything to do a show. So they just talk about us, right? And if we don't Voldemort, then we get into this back and forth, and then we just start building up someone else's channel on the outside that, already got a lot. I mean, most of their fan base is LCU people anyways, right? And now they want even more, and they want that free plug every day. So, I have to do something, and I just shut it the fuck off,
Yeah, I get it. You brought up Rostov there real quick. Since we're allowed to talk about him real quick, I just want to pick your brain for a minute. At one point you'd said like he basically fucking prints money. And the one thing that I have seen that he's really good at is he can take something retarded from chat and monetize it like a normal person wouldn't think to do. Do you think that that's what you meant by print money as well? Because only him, Mike, and you, I think, are probably like good at that. Did he get that from the LCU or did he bring that in?
Well, we trained him, and he was good. But before I really started working with him directly, he did figure out a lot of stuff on his own. Because remember, he was on Aussie at like 4 a.m. and he did pretty good, right? But he got some extreme training when he was on the big shows, like in prime time on Bus and Locale Live and whatnot. So, it is what it is.
Gotcha.
But I'm not going to take that away from him. He does have some raw talent. But yeah.
I would love to have that skill set. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've always been like a little jealous after watching Rostov from the beginning to the end. And like he was like just like this long haired dork, right? And then he became like somebody who like literally like Zeta said he could take any small thing and he could monetize any piece of a storyline or anything like that, and he did it so effortlessly. I wish I had that skill.
I'm gonna say something nice about him that I
Okay.
don't want to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. He has the ability to be a great entertainer. He does have the ability. He doesn't believe he can be a great entertainer. He has a confidence issue. And because of that, he relies on the social media, parasocial fucking aspect of this. And he does Best Friend Simulator, and he doesn't have to do Best Friend Simulator. He doesn't. He does have the skills where like some of these other people, they're lost. They can't Like Buff will never figure it out. You know, I literally, he would complain about this person and that person, so I put him on his own. Just bomb. You know,
Yeah.
he'd come up with topics that aren't remotely interesting at all. Bomb. Buff absolutely needed a Zay Zudit. He needed a showrunner. He needed, to work with someone that can utilize him and basically tell him what to do because he cannot do it on his own. But yeah,
I thought when Buff came, at first he was extremely funny and extremely talented, appeared well, popped up well, and did great. But I didn't know all the behind the scenes shit that was going on with the girls and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah. But I'm proud. I'm proud, Zaddy Keen. Look at you talking positive about Rastov. I'm glad y'all are healing. That's good.
I don't talk to him anymore. Like we literally blocked each other's number. There is no healing. Especially, I did reach out to him like a couple months ago, and I said something along the lines of, I was like, "Yo, let's get on the phone. I want to talk some gossip." And I think it was when Scooter quit or something, right? And he was drinking, and he got real cocky with me on his show, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so, mate." And I was like, "Okay, then we won't."
Right? You could be such a dick, though. That the way you do that. Okay.
I'm good.
You know,
Somebody
I know
else.
who the fuck I am. I don't have a confidence issue. I know who the fuck I am. I know what I've done. I know what I'm capable of. Right.
it's
I,
true.
I
You
don't.
have the record.
So, like, I'm reaching out to talk and you don't want to talk to me. I'm good.
Right. Boys.
Can I ask you?
Wait, is that racist?
No. God. Boys. Can I ask you a question? What made you
What?
think of putting Fupa and Foxy both on Queens?
Good
Well,
question.
look, I feel like Mike, Tina, and Gidgy were like kind of in a bad spot over the last like couple months, right? I don't want to blame a single person for that, and actually blame me too, right? I could have stepped in and maybe changed the direction of the content, but it just like even the Queens fans will tell you, like, dude, what is going on here? You know? And even though the content for the last 2 months has been kind of stale, uh, the channel is still performing well.
Right.
So it's not an issue of like, oh, they're not doing well. They're doing great, but the content itself was not good. And Gidgy having her little crash out, it was like the perfect moment to like actually, okay, let's like rebrand this thing. Let's get it its third life, or what are we on, the fourth life?
Yeah.
Or maybe fifth, because there was 2 sessions of Gidgy. And I kept thinking about like Bus, like, Amber's got her percentage and then Fupa and Tech share a percentage, right? On live, Boogie's got his percentage because he built the damn show. And then, Nightmare and Steak, they share a percentage. We should have the same thing on Queens. Queens has religiously been number 2, number 3 every single month since the beginning of fucking time. It has a huge fan base. Let me bring in someone that will do the stunts and run the OBS. That's Foxy. And let me bring that sassy loudmouth bitch into the show, which is Fupa. The combination of those two, you get close to, the character that you're kind of used to with like a Gigi and Becky, something like that, with the combination of those two. And with Tina, and it's the first time we got some younger females on there, which I think will also help.
Yeah.
So I really think it's going to work. I don't think, this week it's going to be, oh my God, this is amazing. They're brand new. They got to learn like what the format is, what the Queens fans are, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can make it happen. It's going to be fucking great. But if it doesn't work, then we'll start all over again,
Okay. Do you think that me going and finally confronting Tina has been part of the problem and part of what pushed Gidgy out?
I have no idea.
cat women with the hard-hitting questions. I've never seen this side of you. I'm impressed, bitch.
Hey, listen, trying to apply logic to why Gidgy says what she says or does what she does is just like, it's the stupidest thing you could ever do. Like, Gidgy is a crazy person, you know?
That's
And
what us cows do, man. We just get emotional and our fucking mouth runs, and it is what
and
it
the
is.
lady is never sober. Like at Fat Camp, it was crazy, like how much weed a person can like ingest, inhale. Like it was like, what the fuck?
It was bad. It was bad.
I
That's
really
hilarious.
did. I really did like meeting her, and I did like hanging out with her at Fat Camp.
She
And
gives me crazy fun aunt energy. Is that what she was like in person?
dude, yeah, like look, you know, we might not work together. This might be the end between me and Gidgy. I'll always like her. But I like Savage to this day, and she's a dumb cunt. She's a stupid dumb cunt.
I think like people are saying Scooter and Gidgy had this planned from when they came into the universe. And I don't know if I'm gonna believe all of that, because to me they seemed pretty damn genuine, but we didn't have a lot of interactions, right? So
Dude, this is how the conversations go in that household. Team didn't get, he moved my time slot without telling me. Look, Scooter, we need to quit. We're better than this. Mom, you're so much better than this. Dude, if he's trying to take money out of your pocket, dude, we should do this. We should like that's literally they're their own worst enemies. Like they gas each other up to fucking hurt their own careers and fucking let's all quit. And like this has happened how many fucking times now?
yeah, and you would think they would learn coming in, because so many people have fucking done that in the past. We're banding together. We're quitting when all the girls were going to quit, remember, because of some stupid ass shit. And then like Tina and Mike do that all the time too. Well, they don't anymore, but they used to. Even at Fat Camp 1, Mike was like, I quit. He was fucking around. And Tina's like, me too. And then Mike turns around and she's like, oh, I unquit. I'm
Dude.
like, dude.
I actively like tried to help like even outside of the LCU. Like I'm like, Scooter, you need your own place. Get your own place.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it is.
You
what it-
literally are Daddy Keem to a lot of the guys that come in, and you do try to fucking help them the fuck out. And at first, they're all game because they're such a fan. And then once they get a little bit of what you call in my world patchitis, like the biker world, once you get your full patches, then you're just a rock star all of a sudden, and you want to spend your time being admired and not like doing the work and stuff. So they hang out in VCs, they let their chats fucking suck their dick, and then all of a sudden they don't need anybody. You know, it's crazy.
But to the Queens fans, you know, we're just gonna have to use the tools that we have available to us, and hopefully we can put on a good, entertaining show. You know.
It will be. I have faith in those two. I really like Foxy Mama. Her voice is pleasant. That's what you need for podcasting, for sure, for sure. I know a lot of people just tune in. They don't get to watch sometimes. So, and I like that how her personality came out at Fat Camp a lot. It's really easy when you're first doing this to get stuck in just like staring at the camera and being here sitting, you know, and letting other people take over the panel. So I think that she's going to be a great addition to Queens for sure. And Fupa can be snappy and sassy, but a lot of times she just sits her quiet. So I hope she finds her footing quick and pops off.
Miss Fletcher said, I'm happy, Keem. Don't think we're all sad. I do think that there is a certain portion of, you know, Queens fans that kind of stopped watching when Gigi came back, you know, and maybe they'll give Queens a second try. And I also do think that, you know, there's hardcore Gigi fans, mainly because her and her son added you on Discord as soon as you popped up and sent you a friend request and made sure they had DMs open with you so they could go launch a solo career. Those people, you know, will probably leave. Who does that? Who does that? Remember when she was flexing? I add everyone. I add every single person.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's, first of all, that's way too many voices in your head. You don't need to know that many motherfucking opinions. You know what I'm saying? And how do you get to know people personally when your friends list is that long? It's crazy.
Cookie said, Gidgy is not stupid. She knows how to be sly. She purposely kept mentioning him in a way to promote him and then cried she didn't know what she was doing. Yeah. I would not say she's a master manipulator. I would say she is horrible at manipulation. She tries manipulation, but we all see it. Like, it's not good manipulation.
Yeah. I'd say
Nope
Becky
says
was the best manipulator, then yo mama, and then your ass.
Nope says shout out to Andy Milakanas Andy helping
That's
out
what they
Cat
call me
Lady
when I
on
wear my
Rebel
glasses.
today.
Bro, I'm gonna pick on her forever for the like. I cannot get. I pick you over money. I pick you over money.
It was such a
So
moment,
dramatic
though.
and moral grandstanding. Sorry, Cat Lady, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh
Could you
no.
imagine? Could you imagine if that narrative would have fucking like actually succeeded? I would lose all faith in our fan base if they really believed Keemstar's separating a mother and son.
She should have dropped his ass at the fire department last week, dude. Let's be real. He's fucking up.
Bro, I would have lost all faith in these fucking viewers. I may have given up on you and just said, fuck it, I'm not doing the LCU anymore. We have the dumbest fucking fan base on the planet if that would have fucking worked.
Auntie Buddy says Keem suited with all the changes. What's the end game? Real question, because I'm getting whiplash from banned to unbanned, host changing daily, etc.
It's the LCU, baby.
Buckle the fuck up because that's going to happen a lot more before we're done with this week. You know, we got shows that are moving all over the place. I think Alpha is on its way out. I mean, we've been sending it the redirect and it's doing nothing with it. I think Pesci, Albert, and now intern Iceman might be really happy. I think that's probably the only show I can put in prime time after live that I'll actually, bang. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of moving parts. I think I'm going to make that move. I'm almost certain. But I got to talk to Alpha today to see what's going on with them.
Somebody asked if I wanted to hop up on Alpha. What's the latest? Just a TLDR. Like,
It's
he's
mostly like Big Murph and Random Biggs trying to
Biggs.
troll Phantom.
Oh,
And
okay.
Phantom's still like crying a little bit about Fupa.
I like Big Murph. A lot of people like Big Murph, and I very much like Biggs. And I think everyone likes these two people. But can they do a show? Can they be entertaining?
Right.
Can they get an audience to love them so much that they're willing to donate to them and support the show? No, not yet. Not yet. They absolutely cannot. And that's kind of the test that I want to see. And it's pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah, I like Biggs too. He's a very authentic person. He stays true to himself, which you need in this motherfucking universe, because everybody's gonna come out and try and bend you one way or influence you another way or whatever. And he speaks his mind, and he's very eloquent about it. And he pops off when he needs to pop off. If he feels disrespected, he's gonna fucking let you know on stream. It's good. He knows what he's doing.
There's a whole nother fucking weird thing that's happening. Kalo posted in the Discord, today will be my last show on Gold because Turbo doxed him or something and he doesn't feel safe in the community anymore. I'm like, what?
Kalo the stalker.
I don't even know what this is about. I'm like, dude, you need to hit me up and tell me directly. And let me check my messages. Yeah, he hasn't at all.
No, that's crazy. Maybe I don't know. People do
Malice
some
Master
shiesty shit.
Turbo went IRL, he said.
What?
Okay, I need that story because what the hell happened? How did he get doxxed? Half the time people say I got doxxed and it's like not even something that's really doxing. They're like,
Yeah.
it's my picture on a social media. Like, dog, you have that like public profile pic. That's not doxing, right?
Yeah.
But like, so I need to know like, what is he counting as doxing? What happened?
Doxing in this universe has been used way too motherfucking broadly for my liking, and I've been a victim on the other side of it. I'm gonna play victim here. It works. Let me cry, like everybody else. But like saying I soft dox your mama or that I dox your mama, I never fucking had that motherfucker's private information. I would never do it. I never dangled shit in front of his face. But yeah, it's being said that I either soft doxed or doxed him. And I'm like, the worst thing you could do to someone online is to take away their credibility, prove that they're a liar. The second is to accuse them of fucking doxing somebody.
Well, I disagree. You know, I don't remember the details right now, but I do remember looking into it at the time, and I do think you did dox him.
Everything that I got was from his YouTube video. All the ammo that I used were from previous YouTube vlogs where he said what he did for a living. He was vlogging from work on his lunch break.
And I do remember, you know, he likes conflict. He likes to be on a show where he could fight with someone, and you guys hated each other, and I wanted to put you on a show with him, and he said, absolutely not. I will not. She doxed me. So
It worked in his favor to go
That
with the
was
doxing shit because of Xylee.
Time out though. That was in private. He said that to me in private. Like he feels very adamant, like for real, that you died. This isn't on a show where he's making up shit and stirring up, you know, and being in bad faith. No, this is in private. He actually believes that you have doxed him and he will not work with you.
Let me put it to you like this. He was known for being the best shit talker in the Madden community, right? I popped up on his fucking stream in front of his own fucking audience and we had a battle of wits. And the ammo that I had came from his vlogs. And yes, I did Google his first and last name. I've never said it or passed it on, only because I mentioned a video that was titled his government name. That's the only way I had it. And so he asked how I got the info and I said, I Googled your name. That's it. But it shut him up, and everybody had never seen that reaction from him because, you know, he's boisterous. He's the best streamer alive. He just shut the fuck up and like didn't know how to take it. If you watch the whole stream, you'll see that's exactly what went down.
That alone is just weird, you know, Googling his name.
I was looking for a clip because there was something that was being called out and he was trying to lie. And I knew that the clip happened on a certain member stream on YouTube, but he had taken it down. So I was searching for his Twitch, his Yo Mama Twitch.
Somebody said in chat that you even described his dad.
No, I said, we can't go over the whole thing. It was like an hour and a half that I was up there.
Why don't you do this? All right. Why don't you just admit that you were fucking wrong? You went a little too far, went a little too IRL.
I popped up and I talked shit. That's what I did. I mentioned how tall his dad was and how short he was because of a public picture that he posted on his Yo Mama Instagram, not his personal Instagram.
But that's okay. But see,
is that it?
This is what I'm saying. Yes. Yes.
Okay. That's all I did. If you think that was wrong, I apologize. I could have apologized to him and we could have had our little freaking drama on air and it would have been funny as fuck because he is funny. I'll give him that. And I'm funny too.
But especially in this community, right? In this community, it's like, dude, come on. You know, if he would have posted a picture of him and his dad like on Pit and you reacted to it, okay, that's a little different. It's just it's too much. You went too far. You should just apologize and move on.
No, I'd said because he was trying to flirt with me. And I'm like, motherfucker, you think you're all great with your light skin and your light eyes. You're too fucking short. I only fuck with people who are above 6'3". Your daddy could get it. That's what I said. I never fucking, I didn't elaborate anymore. So yeah, I apologize, your mama, but it's fine. I get it. You don't want to work with me. But when he first came in here, he was fucking telling you to hire me. He was like, all about it. That was his damn ass conscience for all talking all that shit for all those years. There was no back and forth. There was a fourth. I never responded.
Didn't you also look up his wife?
No. When I Googled his name, certain shit came up and somebody in chat had talked about his wife and they were sending like super chats and shit like that. And I said, because he used to sell that he was into big bitches. That's the brand that he was using. And so I was like, she's skinny though. And she's a little mousy. That's what I said. So I didn't bring it up. I didn't use it as ammo. I didn't go seeking it out.
Okay. All right. On that note, have a good show, y'all.
Thanks.
Wow.
He's like, whatever. Fuck this bitch. That's why I hate talking about it. It's fucking boring old news.
Tony Alt says Turbo said he's turning in Kalo for fraud because he gets some government money and he makes $1,000 a month door dashing. Okay, well that gives us the story. Thank you.
That's crazy because wasn't Turbo saying he's a professional? He was implying that, you know, he was a big baller, shot caller.
Well, he does like he has his own dev like computer company stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think that he does make pretty good money. I mean, think about it. He bought a $7,000 scooter to go to fat camp like on a whim with no
Uh-huh.
time and let it get destroyed, and he's not like laying on the floor stomping and crying. I mean, that's my month's worth of medical bills, dude. Like I'd be like,
Right.
"Ooh." So
For
I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of things about Turbo not to like now, though. It really sucks. Like he's really soured after that second week of fat camp, and then, I mean, he
I
went and
think
did
he'll come
that.
around. It's really hard for somebody who has a big personality to
Mhm.
show how multifaceted they are. You know what I'm saying? And he's fucking new here again. He's gonna have to fucking, fight fire with fire sometimes and put fires out sometimes. It's a hard balance, but I just hope he stays around long enough and people give him a chance to kind of figure out who he is before running with their narratives. Question: is that
Mhm.
artwork in the back yours?
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you're talented.
Thank you. This one right here, you see, right, this is where I haven't finished it out. It's the alien UFO, and then there's gonna be like Elvis
Cool.
being dropped from the UFO.
Oh, wow. You can make Elvis Young Twigga, since that's his best talent is impersonating Elvis.
Uh,
Man, the use of color in the bottom one is awesome. The blue and then like that green and the red,
it's
like
pretty
the aurora
calming.
lights. It's fucking nice.
It's pretty
I love
calming.
it.
Yeah.
Do you do commissions?
I used to paint for like a side hustle when I worked and was, excuse me. Now this is like my hobby and side hustle. So now I just paint because I just feel like it.
Right. Do you like it better not selling it?
Um when I used to do portraiture and all I did was do artwork for sale, I didn't enjoy it. Then when I would do artwork and like go to fairs and sell it and do commissions, it was still but now I just kind of I just do what I enjoy and cover the walls, and I don't have to worry about how anybody feels or what everybody wants. I just kind of whatever I want to do
Yeah.
is nice. So
I find that with a lot of things. It's like rough because it's like you want to vlog things and then you're like, no, this is my me time. I don't want to make it like work. I don't want to make it something I have to do. When it's something
yeah.
you have to do, it just kind of takes the shit out of it, takes the fun out of it.
But and then like having pressure in timelines. Like I have
Mm.
paintings that I started working on, and it's going to be like probably a year before I ever work on them again. Whereas like
Wow.
if somebody has a commission, like you have like a due date and everything else, and it's
You're like, I want to do what I want to do on my own time, bitch. We have a lot in common.
I have ADHD. If I want to have 7,002 projects open and not completed, please let me be the squirrel I was always meant to be.
Right? What's AUDHD, bitch? You making up shit I ain't even heard of.
No, it's like
What-
autistic and ADHD just all kind of mashed together in one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I probably have a tinge of that too. I be doing all kinds of shit that fucking makes me a touch of the tism. And a lot of people who have the touch of the tism are fucking intelligent motherfuckers and successful motherfuckers. I'm like, maybe I just don't have enough. But it's weird. I'm weird with like textures. I hear that's like a big trait. Like if you don't like itchy things on your body. And then repetitive sounds. Like, oh, they drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah, I think that the hard part about like trying to self-diagnose is that so many of like the flags, like the behavioral flags, are transdiagnostic with like other conditions or whatever.
And we all have a hint
then
of something.
yeah, and then it's also because so many of them are just normal particular nuances of individual people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why I've never gotten tested because I'm like, even if I am like positive for all these things, I'm not going to take anything that's going to make me focus any better. You know what I mean? So what's the point? I'm just going to run with how fucking stupid and crazy I am.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't want the squirrel around, it's okay. You don't have to give me nuts.
And people think you're rude as fuck when you interrupt them. And it's like, bitch, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm going to lose my train of thought. Let me get this out. Otherwise, we're going to take 10 minutes for me to remember what the fuck I was thinking.
Yes, I will absolutely forget what the fuck I'm saying or what I was thinking. It will completely be gone from the whiteboard. It'll erase.
Okay. Do you mind if I go refill my coffee?
Absolutely
I could leave
not.
and come back.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Dawn with a C. Can we talk about the different techniques and importance of dishwashing? I don't know that anybody really wants to talk about washing dishes. Barbary, y'all just put yourselves labels on yourself so you feel part of a group. I don't think I'm part of a group. Honestly, it's not like I go to people who are autistic and have ADHD meetings or anything like that. I just really literally like had a diagnosis and I have certain behavioral traits, and that they happen to be that I'm a squirrel. And then I just joke about it. But I don't think that I'm part of any particular group just because I have a differently wired brain. No, Zeta's not full-time on Rebel Anime. She just offered to come up and I accepted it. I mean, guys, if you've ever seen her in chat, she is fire in chat, and I love anybody who can be fire. I think it's really kind of her for coming up and hanging out. It's pretty early where she is. Simon, Cat Lady, have a delightful day. Feel better. Simon, if you can, will you send to my thing a note about what email address that you ordered from so I can send a note to the guy who does all the ordering stuff, okay? Doodoo Brown is in town. Great name. Wait, did you just say you think you're a squirrel? I mean, do I think that I have a bushy tail and I eat like oak nuts and stuff? No. Do I laugh and talk about myself being a squirrel because I make very like minute by minute decisions and I don't stay on something all the time? Absolutely. That is definitely stuff I do. I like to recognize the good with the bad. Cat Lady has a tail, but plug. Oh, Pecan, you're always silly. I love you. Julia Angel, sorry. Cat Lady, I think Keem will recast Rebels now. Like I said, he's already talking to me about what host I want to be paired with.
Speaking of, what are your prospects? Some thoughts on, let's say, like top 3 hosts and a little bit of what you think about working with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Kelly the Instigator says I think Grim would be a good co-host. Yeah, I love Grim. I work well with Grim. There's a lot of people I work well with. Beautiful LNFP. I'm sorry, Cat Lady, about your co-host. Oh no, Barberry, one step away from furry. Nice group for you. No way. I don't do a furry thing. No. It's too hot when you have sex to wear all that clothes. Auntie Buddy. Well, Foxy said you bored her to tears. I know. You know, it's funny. She said that after they asked me to come back on their show and tell stories that they kept asking me to do. I think it's really special when people say one thing to your face and say another thing behind your face. Isn't that really unique?
Run strong in this universe. I'm just motherfucking saying.
You know, not being able to say what you think about a person or be honest to them. That's really, really quite special. Auntie Buddy, I was gobsmacked. I know, for real. McAdams, not you. Absolutely not. I will not do that to someone. If I feel a certain way about you, I'm going to tell you. I mean, like, how did I get your attention yesterday? Literally by saying, Lord, why is it that when you're in chat, you have so much smoke, but then you get on cam and where's the smoke on? I love the smoke that you have, right?
Yeah, I have smoke, but there's a particular way that I like to deliver it. And that's like in the fun fucking around way, kind of what you're doing here. I don't like to be like so bitter and angry and fucking pissed off all the time, but I've been with hosts that fucking hate me, like loathe me and fucking take up all the mic time, and we just haven't worked well together, you know?
Some
It is
people
what it
work
is.
together, some people doesn't. But
I don't think I'm the best streamer. Never have claimed to be. Hello.
Beautiful Lynn FP Cat Lady, doesn't Grim have an IRL job? Yes, he has an IRL, and I have an IRL. So, but luckily for me, like I have the ability to, as long as I hit deadlines, it doesn't matter when I work for the most part, unless I'm like onboarding a group or something like that.
That's
But
good.
I think that
Yeah,
he
Grim
has
is
actual
funny.
work hours. Huh?
Grim is really funny when he wants to be,
Grim
and very
is so
entertaining.
funny. I know
Right.
there's some things from his past that Zay showed me that were like kind of, but you know, I said it earlier. I've said it a lot of times. People are
Can you
gray.
spill
People
any
aren't
of
black
it?
and white. She did like a whole Nerds. I watched the episode of Nerds. I'll have to find it again that she gave me, and I just
Just a TLDR. I mean, I know he broke up with his girlfriend via text after multiple years.
It was, you know, I
But that's
wish if I was detail oriented and I remembered like the stuff instead of the impression I felt from it, I could tell you
Yeah.
much detail. But I mean, it had to do with like some like extremist jokes, I think. Like, but I don't think that she took them as jokingly on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people on Twitter are super edgy, aren't they? I mean, I don't have a Twitter.
Yeah.
The only time
And
I ever had a Twitter was when I was still operating the media group, because you could live stream from it,
yeah.
and you
It's
could
rough
stack
trying to
it.
find that point. Like our job is to entertain and to push limits, right? Like if you're
Right.
trying to entertain, especially on the comedic side of it, you need to push those boundaries. That's your job as an entertainer and as a like comedian, is to flirt with ideas and flirt with things that people feel close and strongly about. You're doing a good thing by helping people laugh at themselves and laugh at each other. And like playing into the stereotypes is funny, but it's like Billy says, it has to be funny. And some things haven't landed for him, you know,
Yeah.
even like in the universe. That's why he got in trouble. But I mean, it happens. You got to take the risk and see what the fuck happens, you know? So I look up to him for at least doing that and staying here and sticking with it and going over to Crypt and doing his damn thing. That's cool.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm just. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not over medicated, and I'm not sick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was Grim. What's your number 2 host?
Honestly, I want somebody that I can get along with and fight with. You know,
Right.
I like fighting, but I don't always want to stay with somebody who we fight all the time. You know what I mean? Like we have to be able to
Takes a
get
toll.
along to go and fight something together, but we also need to be able to fight.
You sound
with
like you're
each
about
other.
to cry right now, you poor thing.
It's really
Fuck.
not. It's just the stuffulation because I'm not sick. Oh, pecan pie. That's the best excuse ever. She's not sick. She just got bad Coke. That's right. I had a horrible dealer. My dealer was the worst. They gave me toilet drain Coke.
Bath salts. You're about to be eating some faces off in a minute, bitch. Watch out.
I'm so boogery. I almost don't have a face of my own. It's about to launch a fucking ship off of my face somewhere else. But it's okay because like the weekend starts tomorrow, right?
Look at me staying on
it's only
track.
Tuesday.
No
It's
other
only
hosts
Tuesday.
for your top 3?
Oh,
I'm working out my ADD right now. I'm trying to stay focused, bitch.
I can't do it. I can't do it. So, I mean, I like every time I go on Crypt, I have a really good time. Jaffe and Tech are really fun to work with.
Yeah, I love Jaffe. I love his misogynistic jokes and his banter. He's way more talented than he's even showing now. Like back in the Madhouse days when he used to get in character and all that good shit, it was just like a grown drama kid. I used to live for that. So yeah, he's a cool cat. He's talented for sure.
I really want somebody. I mean, like, and somebody that I can fight with, and somebody who does thumbnails. Man, that's like doing graphic arts is like one of the worst for me. Like, I hate doing that. I don't mind doing all the other stuff, but Jesus, I hate it. Like, I literally manufactured a fight with Lacey last night in Maine because I had nothing else to do with myself while I was making these boring freaking like thumbnail things. I
Right.
seriously hate it. Um, and so
Speaking
geez.
of Lisi, she popped off on me on Discord like right before I went to bed. And I didn't really like, bitch, I fucking hate typing as it is. And most of the time I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking sit here and argue with you and fucking chat. You know, so I said some shit, she didn't understand it. And she was like, what the fuck you mean, bro? Like, basically, it's just a summary of the conversation. And I was like, just reread it, bitch. And then she's like, clip that and put it on my docket. I'm like, oh, here we go already. Oh, starting drama when I don't even fucking mean to be. I actually like her. Lacey was like the only person who reached out to me when I came back this time in host chat. Was like, bitch, if you need anything, let me. Oh, well, Zay also offered to help me, of course, with OBS. But the only like new person to the universe to know me to like give me a chance. She's like, bitch, if you need anything, hit me up. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. If she wants to hate me, then get in line, motherfucker. Like, what are we at? Like, what are the universe numbers now? Like 4,500? There's probably like 4,100 people in front of you. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think. Oh, pecan, cat lady with Albert and Pesci. Absolutely not. Albert and I like just argue. Just argue. Because he always tries to come and rescue his mom after a dog walker.
I love that shit. Albert, when I was on Gay, like I wanted to push Albert to do more things and not get stuck in that loop of stunts, you know? And he is actually a really fucking funny person when he's not emulating Keemstar or his mom or whatever, when he's just going off on his little conceited, like over talking, like what's that guy's name that he fucking, the misogynist fucking hooker dude, the bald dude that
The hooker, no,
did all the things.
Pesci? Is it Pesci?
No. I'm talking
Oh,
about the
okay.
famous one that he quotes all the time.
Oh,
I
Andrew
don't-
Tate. Andrew
Yes,
Tate.
like his
Andrew
bit about
Tate.
Andrew Tate and his bit about like a lot of things are fucking funny. So when I was on Gay, I wanted to push him to do like more IRL stuff because, you know, the social anxiety and shit. But from Fat Camp 1 to who he is now, it was crazy for me to like go through and try and make a Fat Camp 1 video and to see how small both Albert and Johnny were. And then I was like, damn, dude, he's really grown in this past fucking year as an entertainer. So, but yeah, he didn't like me right off the bat because I'm not going to lick his ass, you know, and they wanted to bro out. That's kind of how it is. We would have
Julie
an after
Angela
show meeting.
says, she says, you don't dog walk Tina. She would kick your ass. Honey, she couldn't kick my ass. She couldn't catch my ass.
But yeah, like we would have an after show meeting and then we'd come up with the show plan for the next day. And then the next day I'd wake up because we're in different time zones. And then it was like, oh, they were doing their own thing behind their back, my back, you know. I'd planned to go cliff jumping and instead they bought face paint. Do you think they would tell me like, hey, we're going to face paint or why don't you fucking buy some shit to do some shit because we're going to do stunts instead of what we planned last night? Nah. So it's like, I realize when I'm fucking being snaked and set up and I just stopped giving a fuck. I'm like, I'm on vacation. I plan to cliff jump. My boat's fucking here on the trailer when it should be in the motherfucking water. Fuck all this. So, and yeah, like that's how Albert was from the jump. He's like, oh, I don't fucking like you, dude. I'm going to get you fired. And I'm like, okay, what is this? Is this like show banter or whatever? And the second time he said it, I'm like, Keem, let's just fucking do this. You know what I mean? Like, why are we making me sit here and be miserable? Go ahead.
Yeah,
So.
it's hard to find a co-host that would have the balance of being able to work together but also not like completely agree with each other.
Right.
And then somebody who wants to work and doesn't just want to shit on you or create a narrative against you, and that really shuts you down. It shuts you down, and that doesn't make a show interesting, right? Like, look, we all fantasize about when Becky was here, right? But the thing is like at the time when Becky was here, we didn't enjoy Queens that much because she constantly just shut Tina down.
Right.
But when she went across shows and everything else, it was entertaining because she didn't just shut everybody down, right? When she would go across shows. I would love to have a partner to co-host with that, we were both able to be strong people who have opinions. And that's what's really important to me.
Right.
Um
I'll
I,
tell you
I'm
this though, I am known as the only bitch that could shut Becky the fuck up and shut her down.
oh
She used to
really?
pop up on a panel and then she'd be like, after we went at it, and then fucking drop off and shut up real quick. She was really entertaining when she was first here. It just sucks that everything went to her head and she started acting a fool. Acting a fool.
Yeah,
You
I
do it so
just
many times. Sorry.
oh, it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I don't want to be I don't want to have to or feel like I just shut somebody down and just wipe the floor with them because I'm a very strong person who refuses to not be anything but my authentic self, and I will stand on it. And that's the thing about it is very few hosts can do that even from their own show, let alone like on a show with me.
Mhm.
Um, most shows right now, and Yo Mama has made this point. Everybody's so busy being fucking friends, and everybody's not, standing for themselves and their own opinions. They can't even barely handle a confrontation, right? Um,
That's
and
rich
that's
coming
what.
from him because he dodges certain situations too. And it's not just me, he dodges other shows and other hosts, So it's like, go
But
up, state your opinions. Nothing's keeping you from jumping up, bad boy. But
there's a
instead,
lot
he'll
of
talk
things
shit
I
in chat.
enjoy about him. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I also agree with you on some things. One time he was talking about how he was making a whole thing about how he wasn't going to fat camp because he was black, and at the time I was on the maybe list, right? And he brought my name into it. So I went to go into his waiting because that's what we're supposed to do. We go to waiting. We don't just jump on because it's disrespectful. And he spent another 10-15 minutes playing with diddly oil until I gave up. Like, I wanted to confront him because he has my name in his mouth, but like, here you are, like, you're so busy with freaking diddly oil. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Then he brought my name up again the other day, like a few weeks ago, and he's not even streaming on through the tech stack we use. Did your cat fart?
My dog, he has the worst
That's
protein farts.
terrible.
He eats raw. So he eats like broccoli and cauliflower and like raw meat. So he has the worst protein farts ever. Sorry.
That's terrible. Well, I went to go talk to confront him there, but he's not even doing the tech stack of the like Discord to OBS to YouTube so that we could go into waiting or hop on and be able to confront him. I mean, like, that's the kind of shit when you say nobody confronts me. Everybody wants to be friends, and then everybody wants to complain about me like somewhere else, right? But
Mhm.
then nobody else can come confront you when you like don't pay attention to what's going on over your joke that you're like extending for too long, or when you're not even using the tech stack we use so that we can come confront you. But at the same time, like even you, I know that y'all have something between you, but like he has the most variety of comedic like ways that he sets up his drama, right? To like
Mhm.
bring it in front of the audience. And that's one thing that I had been a fan of his for very long because I want to be that guy. I want to have like 70 different ways that's funny to bring drama to people.
Uh-huh.
I like the skits, the characters, and the songs.
Yeah. I mean, his songs are slacking a little bit, but then again, I'm used to the rap god, fucking Billy the Fridge, being able to make funny shit into
Yeah.
fucking raps geniusly. But he is talented and he is funny. Like, you have to give the guy credit. And he's really good at audience manipulation, which you need in this streaming day and age. I just wish he wasn't so stuck on race and being divisive and race baiting. That's kind of a whole spiel he's had since Girl World. And we don't need that shit. The world is so divided. America is the worst right now that it's ever been with the tensions. And the way I look at it, if it's 2026 and you're obsessed with race, you may or may not have a little bit of racism in yourself as it is, you know? There's fucking people who live in the sticks that are like 90 years old that are still racist. There's racist people, but the majority of people are not that way anymore. You know, it's like you're singing an old song, dude. Like, move on, show other shit. You're funny. Like, do something else, you know? It's getting old.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though. And I'm not saying that no hate, no whatever, you know, with peace and love.
Yeah. Well, Pecan Pie says, Cat Lady, you say it wasn't about race. Why did Turbo feel so comfortable wearing that shirt? Why did no host call him out at Fat Camp? Okay, well, I'll be honest.
What was the shirt, real quick?
It said FAT, next line, NI word, soft date.
What was the last word? Soft date?
NI soft
No,
date.
after that word.
That's it. It was just fat.
Oh, soft A is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. I think that's more of an indictment of the people who are around him, if that's real, and it wasn't AI. I've seen the picture, though, and I don't necessarily believe it is an AI. But the fact of the matter is like, people who don't immediately call out things that are racist, that's a them problem. It is. It's truly a them problem. The reason I was in the maybe list to go to Fat Camp had nothing to do with my race, right? Like, they're two different issues. But I mean, I definitely feel like people who are witness to racism and they don't say something are definitely, it's about them.
Okay. So
Okay.
basically, this is kind of where we disagree a little bit, and it may make me look like a fucking piece of shit, but I mean, I already look like a piece of shit in the universe anyways, so I have nothing to lose. I grew up poor, so we didn't have a lot of books. I had like the Bernstein Bears and maybe the Boxcar Children's from like book fairs at school, right? So I started reading my mom's book at a young age, my mom's books. So I was like, I want to say 8 or 9, and I read A Time to Kill. And if you guys have ever read that book or seen that movie, but basically it's about a father whose daughter was abused, and it's so descriptive in the book. The book is so much better than the movie, but I just remember like hating these people with a passion, and the father ends up killing a person that caused damage to his daughter, and it was race related, the whole thing that was started. And so it kind of made me go from like this naive girl that was like, there's never a right time to kill. There's never a right time to be racist, you know? But in that book, through that person's lived experience, I would understand if they were racist for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Like, to have something so crazy happen to your child is nuts. So it's like, people are people. We're all fucking flawed. We all have fucking different stories. And if you don't accept people for who they are and try and lead by example, you're going to end up alone and have no fucking friends, because nobody's fucking perfect. We're all flawed, you know? So that's just how I see it. That's why I'm also not with the cancel culture shit bullshit ever. I never have been. But yeah. And if you ask a lot of African Americans, they don't want white people fighting their fights. Like, from my experience anyways, you know, they're like, stand off, white girl, we got this.
No.
You know what I mean? Don't be a Karen, mind your own business.
Yeah.
That's just
I'm just reacting. Girls, shut the F up. Until you lived as a N-word, you'll never know. I can never live the experience of a person of color. I can never live that experience. Now, I lived for 4 years in a household in a neighborhood called Oak Cliff in Dallas before it was regentrified, where we had, like, you know, you don't go to the park after night because people have guns. But
where I grew up, you don't go during the day because they have guns.
We used Just For Me on my hair as I was helping them put Just For Me in their hair. You know, like we dipped our um hot Cheetos and our pickles and whatnot and our limes. But the thing is even with the experience of living that, with the culture, I still never actually will experience what it's like to be of the culture, right? Because no matter what, I was a white girl there.
Right.
But the thing is, and I mean, I cannot say that people who experience or see racism and don't say something aren't individually responsible for it, right? And you can't say that the reason
Nah, a grown person is not responsible for any other grown person's actions
Right.
ever.
I mean, that's
on the
what I'm
internet or
saying.
in real life.
That's
So
what
if
I'm
you want to be
saying.
racist and look like a fucking fool, go right on ahead. But if I don't say nothing, that still makes that person be an asshole. You know what I mean?
I mean, I just if you see it and you don't say it, you're responsible for you not seeing it, is not saying anything. You should say something immediately. You shouldn't wait 2 days. You shouldn't wait a week. You shouldn't wait 5 months.
We
That's
need to get you some signs and put you out fucking in front of some buildings. We're going to bring back BLM. You're going to start the fucking thing. And then you can run against your mama in his time slot. That shit would be great.
I don't know.
So, yeah, where I grew up, they wouldn't even send the ambulance out to pick up all the fucking dead bodies till in the morning. That's how freaking hood it was. We grew up extremely poor. Like, I was poor, and then my wife Emla was like so poor that her family like ate food from, how the grocery stores throw out food that's like rotten, They would like peel off the outer layers of the cabbage and the lettuce and the other stuff just to be able to freaking eat. So we've experienced all walks of life, and we have friends that are in all walks of life. And I don't know, I truly appreciate the differences in people. And I hope, I don't know. Oh, let me just shut the fuck up because I'm going to get too deep in it.
Well, like,
I appreciate the differences in Turbo. I appreciate what he's bringing to the universe. Like
Cookie
I
says
need to
nice
see more of him before I
stereotyping,
stand
like
on it.
cat lady. The thing is, I'm not stereotyping anything. Those are the experiences I had. That doesn't mean that every house was the exact same. That just means the house I lived in was the experiences I experienced. I cannot talk to anybody else's experience because I didn't live it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I lived that experience. That was my experience.
Chad is saying that you don't realize what you just said. It's kind of just picking apart the things that you said, like,
but that's the thing. Is
Cheetos and the this. But I mean, it really is like if you live in a
that's what
melting pot of cultures, you're living the culture. So she's trying to speak like from the culture. But unfortunately, she doesn't have the vernacular, like the hood talk or the accents or the things that come from the hood. She's going to be seen and received as, a privileged white Karen, especially because she's eloquent when she speaks. And I gotta say, some of the things that you have a little bit of Karen tendencies, a little bit, the way you come across. So
that's all right. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, those are literally my experiences.
Mm.
So when I talk about my experience, I'm going to describe my experience, and that doesn't mean that it's everybody else's experience. That's mine.
Exactly.
But just like I said, even though that was my experience, it'll always be as a woman experiencing that, right? We were in a girls' home. I mean, like that, we were shoved together, and that's, it was a melting pot. It was a place where we were put together, and, that is how I experienced it.
Yeah. See, my government is it's a unique name. My government name is a real unique name. And so I've always, and then I like murdered out cars. Do you know what a murdered out car is? It's like blacked out, super dark tint, lowered, some gangster rims, low profile tires, big ass wheel size. I like that look. I'm from the hood. I like the hood look. And I could never claim to experience what people have gone through, but I've witnessed it first fucking hand when I would get pulled over and they would automatically assume my race. It would go from 1 cop to 6 cops in a fucking heartbeat before I ever rolled down the window. And I don't like cops from the jump, but every time I got pulled over, I would wait for everybody to fucking get there and they'd have their hands on their guns and I'd put my arm out the window and I'd be like, I'm fucking not what you're expecting, am I? And then they'd be like, fuck. And then they'd all hang out. And of course, I'm fucking white, so they don't get me out the car and they don't search me and they don't do all the shit that they normally do. But it's like, yeah, racial profiling does fucking exist. It is a fucking problem and it does need to be dealt with. But I don't think that anything that Turbo has done or said has genuinely been out of hate or thinking that he's superior. You know, that's where I question things because we're entertainers. We fuck around and it's live. And sometimes you're not thinking about the way some shit could be perceived from other people, you know? So I feel like I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. So that's what it is. That's him. What do you think about that? Do you think he's racist for fucking a t-shirt? If it was real, let's just say
If that
hypothetically
t-shirt
speaking.
was real, then yes. I mean, it's racist for him to wear that. I mean, there's no reason why he would think that he should have the right to make that joke,
Yeah.
right?
I will. Yeah, I agree there. Like for real.
Um,
Yeah, it's slightly funny, but it's not at that expense. You know what I mean? It's going to affect way too many motherfucking people, you know? So,
I think that, you know, Cat Lady, what do you mean if it was real? Gidgy played the video. I don't think she played the video. She just showed the image. But I mean, like, it came from Twiggy.
oh.
That's what I'm saying is like there's I don't know if it was or wasn't and I did see him go interview the guy and on one hand, like, he was trying to get an interview with the next guy or whatever, but like on the same, it's like what okay, he keeps bringing his Judaism into it, like his non-practicing Judaism, which has got nothing to do with it. And then
You don't think that's his attempt at like satire of like comedy or sarcasm?
what's funny about it? I can't be racist because I'm Jewish. How is that funny?
I think he's just trying to stand on something and come from a perspective. So of course he's using that and he's trying to play it into jokes. That's how I kind of perceive it.
I don't know. I just don't think it's funny. Like, to me, jokes make me laugh.
Yeah.
Right? Having somebody like say I can't be racist because I'm Jewish doesn't make me laugh.
Yeah, it's also like it doesn't make sense, but I don't know that I've seen him do that. I seen him last night on Rewind say something about being Jewish, but I didn't see him tie it into being racist.
He keeps doing it. You know, the time when he was talking about the shirt, the time when they said the story about him watching Daddy Daycare. But I also know that it's hard to believe things sometimes in the LCU because they're bits.
Yeah. And also I'm coming from the perspective of I didn't watch a lot of it. I didn't watch a lot of Fat Camp. I wasn't home. I was traveling. So I've missed a lot of this stuff that you're talking about. So it's hard for me to, without clips, make judgment, you know?
Yeah. He also talked to your mama and he kept calling him boy. And then he said that he was ignorant.
I did see that clip. He was
ignorant. He said he was ignorant.
I know. But you saw how fucking Yo Mama was race baiting him, right? Like Yo Mama was leading him in there. He had him by the fucking the guides and was like, I'm from the South. And then you watch Yo Mama smirk.
You're being race baited. Do you start saying the things like ignorant? Do you start playing into it knowingly?
Well, I don't know. And it depends on his personality. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys will say sometimes, and you'll see it too, where there's times where people say, I am talking black or I'm speaking black. And it's like, no, they're actually just jokes in the way that I grew up, or I'm referencing like time that I had with like my best black girlfriends. You know what I mean? So
But why wouldn't it be
if
times that
he's
you
that
just had with
kind
your
of person
girlfriends?
and people are just assuming that because he looks so white, that he's not that type of person and he doesn't, have a different diversity of friends that are influencing how he speaks and the jokes that he makes, then that would be a problem. But we don't know him well enough to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, like when I say beaner or like when I go into my freaking Mexican fucking accent, I use that because that's what the people that I grew up around use. That's how they talk. That's how they speak. That's their accent, right? And it's the same thing with black people. Like we have black jokes that we share that are funny and certain ways that we talk. You know what I mean? And that's all because of the product. I'm a product of where I grew up. I grew up in a predominantly black, predominantly Hispanic area. Right? Even though I could sit here and put words together and sound as white as I fucking want, there's still a whole other side of me. And you'll see it too when I get pissed. It comes out a lot more. When I'm like yelling and screaming and fucking talking my shit, I've fucking been told so much fucking racist shit where it's like, oh, bitch, why are you black? Why are you this? Why are you that? I'm like, because I'm from where I'm from. And I've been around the people that I've been around. It's not because I'm imitating anybody or whatever. I'm fucking me. That's all there is to it. So how do we know that Turbo isn't from that sort of a background? He said he's from Florida. Florida's pretty diverse.
Zeta, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
Um,
You're going to be offended all day or for a week.
I'm not offended. I'm not personally offended. I can't get personally offended because you're not segregating me from other people. You're segregating other people, and you're doing it by like, oh, do they use AAV or whatever? Like, I mean, like, look, Turbo. I mean, to go back to the initial conversation, like Turbo literally disrespected Yo Mama by acting very racist in a conversation. And I'm sorry, but if somebody's race baiting you, you don't fucking take the bait and then think that somehow you're not racist. Then Dee went up there and talked to him, and she tried to share with him how she felt about his behavior, and he basically tried to manipulate her and thinking she, as a person of color, has no right to have an emotional response.
I didn't see this part.
And then again brought up how he's Jewish, and it's wrong.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like these actions that he's taking, like, even if it was supposed to be a bit to create an audience of people who don't like him and people who do like him, it's the wrong way to do it. And I just think you can't say that, like, you separate, like, how you behave with certain people because of their color of skin.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it depends on his lived experience, and we don't know what it is. Well, in my opinion, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but, like, that's what I'm saying.
See, I can't make
like,
judgment right now. I don't know enough.
Experience of growing up in a house, a girl's home with people of color, and having experienced activities that they showed me that were from their culture, I cannot say that I have lived the experience of them, because at the end of the day, I was always white. Right? Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, my case in point was like, how do we not know that Turbo doesn't have black friends and that they don't joke like that on the daily? And that could just be part of his freaking
but that
personality.
Doesn't make it okay.
But he did fucking slip up, and he did choose the wrong fucking time to do that shit. Like, when you're coming into a new audience, you might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to see that there's more to him. It seems like he has a part of him that's a good person, and I'm hoping that that's the genuine part. And the rest is all just for entertainment and to get talked about.
Leaving an excuse for him tokenizing having friends who are any color away, or like, because he had like experience or whatever. No, it really truly is. Like, I don't. I don't.
Tokenizing is relate that to tokenizing.
Okay, so tokenizing is like saying I have black friends, I have a black partner, I have black children, and saying it's
That's not what he
okay.
did in any way, though. That's totally taking something out of the air and just
Well, no,
bringing
you
it
just
into
said
the
like maybe
conversation.
that's the experience he grew up with. Maybe that's the kind of jokes. It's still saying that
Maybe
he
it's
relates
part of his
to people.
personality that we don't know him well enough to judge yet. Like I give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't fucking run with shit and try and cancel them before they've even had a chance
But
to
Sita,
see
like, I
who
mean,
they are and see their intentions. To me, a lot of it is intention in this universe, especially, were you doing it to get talked because you have to. I'm sorry, you're not going to come into this universe and be successful off jump unless people are fucking talking about you. So again, pushing the line and how far does it go? And
people were already talking about him, and I'm sorry, but like wrong is wrong. It can't be the way you make your name.
Yeah. And there's also the defense funds, the defense armies and all that other shit. And he's working with Billy, and Billy and Yo Mama have their fucking thing where they butt heads all the time and they fight and they can't stand each other. So I think that he wanted to go have that conversation with Yo Mama, for one, to do it in front of an audience, and two, Billy was traveling, so he needed some airtime. But yeah, I didn't know Didi went up there, and I didn't know all that information either.
Man,
like I said, I didn't watch a lot.
See, when Didi goes up there, I mean, like, literally,
I love her.
He does everything he can to basically, like, make her feel belittled, and, like, what she has to say isn't meaningful. It's so disrespectful.
He just dismissed it. That's fucked up.
I mean, it's gross. It's gross to face somebody who's saying, I'm a person of color. I'm having this emotional reaction because of a way you've behaved, which is racist. And all you have to do is like disrespect her and turn her away. Now, I don't know about the movie situation. I don't know about the shirt. Okay, look, because I know that this universe has bits, but I know the way he spoke to Yo Mama, and I know the way he spoke to her. And I can tell you that those things aren't acceptable.
I tuned out right after the him and Yo Mama thing because I could only watch like so much, but I did see how he said the ignorant part, and I was like,
and I watched the way he interviewed that guy. I mean, like when he went and talked to that Tom, that racist guy, like I get it. People are allowed to have terrible opinions. Okay, I get it that you want to get to like another interview, but to at no point like challenge this man on his views, and to make every question be structured in a way that he knows that you're on his side, like basically almost buddy trolling him without the trolling him part. Okay, it was just buddying.
This is how I seen that situation. I seen the TTSs go through, and I seen him trying to, what I would call, just giving Southern hospitality and being polite to somebody who was visiting in the South, right? And then Nightmare called him out and was like, you're fucking glazing all the TTS or whatever. And then it seemed like that's how he defended himself. Like, dude, I'm trying to fucking break it to him gently and not be disrespectful. They're in a fucking area where if you walk too far, you're catching lead. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of be delicate in that situation. If you really put yourself in that situation, you have to be a little delicate, And that's his first IRL thing with like interacting with the public on camera, on stream. So I can't say there's intention there, I really can't.
I know that I have, I know that I have been in similar situations doing an interview with people, and that I would never make it feel like I was trying to be friends with the person I was interviewing.
Motherfucker, though, has Turbo interviewed people? Wasn't he a clown? All I've heard is he's a clown. Sub Zaddy.
Are the fans liking this or something? This is pulling more viewers than Cash did in this time slot.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just having a conversation. Wherever it leads.
How many viewers do you normally have on Rebel?
It depends on the time slot and the redirect, but generally I hold anywhere from 2 to 500 normally. Why?
I was just wondering, just trying to get some feedback on
Oh.
whether or not people like the show today.
Oh. I'm
W's
sure
if you
it's
like it,
mixed.
L's if you don't.
Yeah, I'm sure it's mixed. I mean, like, I'm sick, so I'm sure that's not like as entertaining. to
And we're
listen
talking
to
about
me.
like some serious shit.
and,
And
and we're
so
talking, yeah, about a very serious topic.
What are you guys talking about?
Racism. Doesn't
my
that sound entertaining at 8 in the morning?
Like a topic that I never want to talk about ever
I half
again
asleep in my
here.
fucking pajamas.
Yeah,
But we're kind of getting to know each other, so it is what it is.
How did racism come up?
God, I don't even.
The Turbo and Yo Mama situation and Turbo shirt. Was that shirt on Turbo real or was it AI?
I literally seen a video with the shirt, so
Okay.
I think it's real, but
See,
he's claiming that it's AI. So
you hear the question even in Keem's voice? Like, that's why I'm like, I'm on the fence about whether it's real or not. But I have enough evidence from other behaviors that we saw that obviously are real because I watched it happen, right?
we're in a very strange time, like in human existence, where it could be AI,
Thank you. So many things are confusing because of AI.
but I think he's just saying that. I think it's real. I don't know.
Have you guys
Look.
seen the clip of Trump going, no, that's AI? The meme?
Here's why I think it's real. There was some sort of conversation about him wearing the shirt, and Steak said, if I see you wearing that shirt, then I'm going to hit you. So if that conversation happened, then the shirt must be real. And since there's a video, I just don't, and the video is like on the stream. It's like, it's got to be real. I don't know. I think it's real. Because isn't the video just like Twiggy calling into Discord on nuts?
I don't know.
Cat lady? I don't know. I didn't see it. I've never seen it ever. And
I know
Twiggy's a shit starter.
I know there's a video because the video is on Lol Cow Nuts. It's like part of their stream. So Sour Power is saying the video is clearly real because the lettering stays the same throughout the folds.
Oh.
Okay.
I believe
yeah.
him. He's really good at tech shit and AI shit.
Then it's real. It's real and it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Bad choice. Bad choice.
But I mean, what do you do now?
For real.
Well, I'm just the host of the LCU, so I talk about it. You know,
Yeah.
like.
I mean, at the very least, it was the soft A, but it's just weird that someone owns a shirt like that.
Thank you. Like, where was this is going to be a funny joke?
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
Has what's his name talked about it? Big randoms. What's his name? Biggs in here now?
Random Biggs? Random
Biggs. Yeah.
He just quit.
What?
Their show got moved to 2 a.m. and he can't do that time slot, so he just quit.
Oh.
Instead of being like, I can't do that time slot, will you put me on a different show?
Well, I offered to have him a spot as intern, and he was not interested. That intern spot happened to be with Turbo, so maybe that's why. I'm just thinking about that right now. The two are just clicking.
Why?
Hashtag relate. Motherfucker's an evil genius even when he's not trying to be.
Dude, I completely forgot about it. But yeah, I offered him an intern spot with Rewind. He goes, no, I'll step away. So maybe that's why.
Oh,
God,
Biggs, if you're
Keem.
watching, please fucking somebody get through to him and tell him to come the fuck back. It's not about promoting the fucking racism and bigotry on a channel. It's about having a discussion on fucking Rewind. Because when he was on a Rewind, he would have done good if he had shit to talk about. He was just finding his footing. I think if he came on as intern for like a week or two, that show would be fire.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
What?
Oh. Bye, guys. Thank you, Cat Lady, for having me. Thank you, chat, for not being so cruel. I'll go ahead and ramble while she puts in the redirect. Thank you for understanding. I'll look it up. Look at you pulling a Zeta real quick.
God, does anybody know who I'm supposed to put on?
Chat, tell her if you can help her, please. Shows schedule. It was freezing for me. Okay, where are we? We are right here. You're going to redirect to Babe.
Okay, you two babes.
They might be talking about me over there too, guys. I'm taking my sorry ass back to bed till I take my dog on the walk. Thank you for having me, chat. Thanks for freaking being open to me and my takes. Thank you for inviting me up and letting me come up, Cat Lady, and have a discussion with you.
Absolutely.
I hope that you find the host that you want to find, and I hope that honestly, I hope Gidgy cools down in the next 24 hours and she's like, I'm back, bitches. I could take another round and work for a couple weeks, leave the universe the right way, and then does her own thing, you know? But sometimes it's hard, especially if you're not happy, you know?
There we go.
But Keem ain't no baby snatcher. He's not trying to freaking put money in between a mother and child. It's a grown-ass man who looks great, by the way. He's finally got a tan. He doesn't look like such a basement Discord dweller. Looks like he's been out living his best life.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I promised I'm not going to be sick forever. And I have a plan for tomorrow. And I have clips and stuff, which I know is just like crazy. I hope to see you tomorrow. I just got the redirect in. Thank you, Sita, for coming up here. I was
You're
hoping
very
we
welcome.
could maybe like launch a little bit of fire, which is one of my favorite things to watch you do. But we got very distracted. Y'all have a fantastic fucking day, and please love the babes. Love the babes. Okay?
See you when I see you. Peace.
Bye.